I can tell you a little bit more about my writing process if you want. It is completely my own. I don't know any other writers much that do this, but I take out a big a big sketch pad, a huge one, like an artist might draw a picture on, and I write down the names of my characters, and maybe I have a little list of some scenes that I think I'm going to write, and I might write down my character's 3 favorite words. I might cut out some pictures from a magazine that I think looks like my character. Anyway, this is the stage of writing I call courting a novel, where I'm just putting in one big space all the sort of hunches and little obsessive things that I want to explore down without really marshalling it into some kind of coherent plan. And then as I do this a bit, and I do research while I'm in this period, there will start to be a kind of narrative structure of some sort that will begin to form, a vertebrae. And it may be that the vertebrae of the story starts from an image. Like I had this picture of Casanova when I was starting this novel, of him coming into Venice dressed as an old woman, wearing one of those old court wigs, and that there would be lice in his court wig, because there were lice in all of the aristocrats' court wigs. They had, they were covered in powder. I think when they sat down, all of them, the powder from their wigs just lifted off their heads like clouds, and anyway, they were very dirty. They were very dirty. So I had this image of him as a kind of grand old woman coming in for a last look at Venice, and the novel really streamed out from that image. And when I have those experiences, I know, or those images, I know to trust that I'm being given something by my unconscious, and there's probably a whole book in that picture. And then after that stage, I start telling the story, but I do it on a dictaphone, and then I have it transcribed. I either transcribe it or somebody else does it, and that gets my first draft out, which is what I call the first blurt. And then I revise and revise. And in a sense, telling a story into a dictaphone is kind of Casanovian too, because it feels too easy, to do that. It's not, but it is, but it isn't easy to write a novel. You have to go back and shape it after the first blurt is out. So these are all ways of moving through writing that are not unlike, I guess, moving through the world, where you're not trying to conquer it, you're trying to experience it and let what you have to say flow through you. And my best writing always comes from that feeling of fluidity and ease.